Good morning, Smyser family. I hope this message finds you well. I hope you and your family are staying healthy, spending quality time together, and getting some well-deserved rest and relaxation. I'm here to cheer you on as we prepare for our remote learning plans. Pedro, Allison, and I were talking earlier today, and we thought it'd be a great idea to share some important information, to highlight some of the things that we've been doing, and to let you know that we are here to support you 100%. We're going to make this work. We appreciate everyone's feedback and everyone's expertise in the plans that we put together for our school. Keep in mind that we've communicated them out, we've posted them on our websites, and we conducted robocalls informing our families. We'll do a second round of that this weekend. Our goal is to begin on Monday. I ask that you follow your plan with fidelity. Use the platforms that you've identified, follow the times that you've listed, and do your best to make it work. I reassure you, there's no perfect plan. Smyser, along with the entire district, the state, and the country, is trying their best to figure out how we can keep children engaged mentally and physically and connected to their teachers and their schools. I do know that you are beacons of hope and rocks of strength for our families, and I do appreciate everything that you're doing. So on Monday, with your remote learning plan, it's important that you engage students. This may look different. You may do so via Google Classroom. You may be using Google Chat. You may be posting information. You may be posting videos. You may be emailing. You may be posting assignments, accepting responses and questions. It's going to look different for everyone, and that's okay. It's important that you capture student engagement. We're looking to track that once a week. We've created an attendance tracker that we will ask that you complete for your students. Again, we're looking to capture engagement. That may look like engagement with the teacher, engagement with the curriculum, engagement with content, and maybe via email. It may even be via the paper packet. But it's important that we know that children, at least on a weekly basis, are connecting with us. We'll use the attendance tracker to see who is responding to our remote learning plans, but also to follow up with parents and students that we're not hearing from. That's where our support staff will come into play. They will do the outreach to try to communicate and identify the barriers and help resolve them for our families. Many of you have questions regarding grades. We know that quarter 3 is coming to a close, and we're waiting for additional guidance from the district. Not sure what that will be, but we do know during this remote learning plan time that we are to hold students harmless to any decrease or drop in grades. Really, any work that they complete is to enhance their present standing. I know many of you are using Aspen to record assignments and keep track of them. And the incomplete feature is there so you can identify students who have completed the work versus the students who have not engaged. The incomplete feature is not a negative. Rather, it's just a placeholder to identify students who did not engage with the work. As we get more information from our district, we'll share it with you. But just do your best and be flexible in your entries in Aspen and your expectations around feedback and grading of student work. Be aware of student workload, particularly if you're in a departmental program. We have 4, maybe 5 different teachers posting information and posting assignments. We want to make sure that we're working within the time parameters that the district has shared with us. We don't want to overload our students and our families. We want to make the work meaningful and manageable at the same time. You can think of this work as being extra credit in many ways. Since it's being used to enhance grades, we really want to kind of take the pressure off the mastery part and hope that students are working at some sort of independent level. Again, keeping their minds engaged with the content areas, with the work that they would normally be doing in school. There's no replacement for a great teacher, we know that. So really, remote learning is at best a substitute to try to work through some of the skills and concepts that have been covered, that would be covered during quarters 3 and quarters 4. Many of you had questions regarding office hours. Simply office hours in your plan means that you are available during that time to take any emails, to do any chat, or to provide any guidance to parents or students. You can think of those as help hours also. It may look different. Obviously, what that entails for someone in pre-K versus someone in 8th grade is going to be very different. But the idea is just to let us and let our parents know that we're available during that time. Keep in mind that we can still default to the learning packets. We posted them for the week of March 30th and had copies and distributed them at school. We will do so come Monday also. We will email them out. We will make copies available to the school. As parents pick up their lunch, we let them know that those learning packets are there too. So if any families are struggling with the E part of our remote learning, let them know that these supplemental learning packets are available for them and we will make the copies. Attendance is really important. And what do I mean by attendance? That we're capturing our students' participation. I know I spoke about that earlier, but we have to report this out to the district. So please use the attendance tracker that we have created. We want to make sure that we have one place that our entire school will be recorded on. It's okay if you've created your own system for doing so, but the weekly tracker will need to be completed by everyone. Our support staff, as I mentioned, will assist with that, and our office staff will make sure that we are keeping that up to date. And I think it's important to mention that it's everyone's responsibility to make a remote learning plan work. Our teachers, our support staff, our administrative team. Also keep in mind that many of you are using your Smyser websites as launching points for information. I think that's a great idea. Be sure to keep those current and keep them updated so that when parents and students visit, they see that information and that it's clear for them. I know the big question is, what do we do to get technology in the hands of our students and our families? The reality is this is a struggle across our district. So next week is the plan for releasing and making sure that remote learning is taking place. And it is the district's goal for the week of April 20th to release devices in an equitable manner to our families and our students who need it most. The 100,000 devices is a great idea. The reality is that's a large number, and the ability to roll that out quickly is a problem. So right now, the district is really asking schools to use the technology within their buildings and develop systems for loaning devices out to families. We are in the process of figuring that out for Smyser. We are putting a plan together so that come the week of the 20th, we are able to distribute devices to our needy families in an equitable way. We will be communicating this out to our families and ask that they reach out to the administrative team, particularly Pedro Beza. He will take the lead on this so we can receive these names and then make sure that we expedite the distribution of the technology. Keep in mind, we're loaning it. Parents will have to fill out documents, and we will be keeping track of asset tag numbers and the devices that we will be putting out there. There's not enough for every student. That's the reality. We probably have about 450 Chromebook devices. Our goal is not to distribute all of them, but to meet the needs of our families. We have developed a spreadsheet based on emails that we received and phone calls and your input of those students and families right now, and we'll be working off of that, but then we'll be opening it up. So please, as you communicate to families regarding technology, ask them to be patient. Please direct them to us and let them know that more information will be forthcoming on that. At this point, I want to do just a big thank you to our maintenance staff who's been working hard and doing deep cleaning throughout our buildings, to our lunchroom staff who continues to prepare meals and distribute those, to our security staff who's assisting with parents and other needs at the school, and our administrative staff that's worked really hard behind the scenes to keep things organized and to communicate things out to you and to our parents and so forth. We will be sending invites to all of you for weekly check-ins. We'll do these on Wednesdays, and we'll check in as follows. I will check in with the main building. Pedro will check in with the annex. Allison will check in with the primary center, and Mark will check in with the specials teachers and all the support staff members. So look for those invites to go out. They'll be on the calendar. We'll do it via Google Hangouts, 30-minute sessions, really an opportunity to check in, see how things are going, to get input from you, and just to help get better at this. I hope April 30th comes and things are back to normal. I'm going to be optimistic and hope for the best, but at the same time, we have to be realistic and think about how this may continue into May. I continue to hold weekly Facebook Live sessions for our families, just filling them in on what's going on, information from the district, what we're doing at school, and fielding questions. I think that's a good way. And of course, we're doing emails and robocalls and other outreach efforts for all of them too. So on that note, thank you very much for all you do. Big shout out to our assistant principals and Assistant Appreciation Week. I wish we were all together to kind of celebrate them, but this cheer goes out to them and all they do, and thank you very much. Thank you to all of you. I know during this time of uncertainty, it can be very stressful, but I think everyone has handled it really well, and I think it speaks of our school community and the excellence that is evident amongst our school and how we can come together and really pull off this monumental shift and make it meaningful for our families. So, in close, have a wonderful rest of your day. I look forward to connecting with you during the week. Anything you need, don't hesitate to call or text or email. We're here. So take care and thank you.